game swell, hands won't shake. Hit that follow, I say it clean. We are live, so sit back, relax and follow the stream. Loading in, overlay gleam, got my squad on palms on beam. Jack going WP before I move, dropping hot, got something to prove. Loop that chest, yeah we feeling bold. One hit left, heart pure gold. Who's in chat? Type where you from. We making highlights one by one. We are live, so sit back, relax and follow the stream. Follow the stream. Follow the stream. Follow the stream. We are live, so sit back, relax and follow the stream. Snack, break, laps in the feed. You call plays, I follow your lead. Left, I'm spinning it around. Miss that shot, we still break ground. New sub drop, little name and lights. Welcome in, we up all night. Flip that clutch, run it back slow. If you just tuned in, here's the show. We are live, so sit back, relax and follow the stream. Follow the stream. Follow the stream. Follow the stream. We are live, so sit back, relax and follow the stream. Okay, last game, but we all know we stay the same. You can go straight, same big team. Let's see when we get into on today's train. Follow the stream. Follow the stream. We are live, so sit back, relax and follow the stream. Follow the stream. Follow the stream. Follow the stream. We are live, so sit back, relax and follow the stream. Follow the stream. Follow the stream. Follow the stream. We are live, so sit back, relax and follow the stream. One more match, okay, last game, but we all know we stay the same. New map, new strap, same big team. Let's see what we can get into on today's stream. Follow the stream. Camera on, chat away. New game smell, hands won't shake. Hit that follow, I say it clean. We are live, so sit back, relax and follow the stream. Loading in, overlay gleam, got my squad on palms on beam. Jack going WP before I move, dropping hot, got something to prove. Loop that chest, yeah we feeling bold. One hit left, heart pure gold. Who's in chat? Type where you from. We making highlights one by one. We are live, so sit back, relax and follow the stream. Follow the stream. Follow the stream. Follow the stream. We are live, so sit back, relax and follow the stream. Snack, break, laps in the feed. You call plays, I follow your lead. Left, I'm spinning it around. Miss that shot, we still break ground. New sub drop, little name and lights. Welcome in, we up all night. Flip that clutch, run it back slow. If you just tuned in, here's the show. We are live, so sit back, relax and follow the stream. Follow the stream. Follow the stream. Follow the stream. We are live, so sit back, relax and follow the stream. Okay, last game, but we all know we stay the same. You can go straight, same big team. Let's see when we get into on today's train. Follow the stream. Follow the stream. We are live, so sit back, relax and follow the stream. Follow the stream. Follow the stream. Follow the stream. We are live, so sit back, relax and follow the stream. Follow the stream. Follow the stream.
Mike's hot, chat scrolls, red dot, let's roll.
Doctor to the stream.
Sit tight, here we go. Tight, fast, let it fly. Let the whole room know. Welcome to the strain. Lock in, still a show. If you're here, you're yeah. We're ready, let's go. Here we go.
Yeah, what up, chat? Hope everybody's keeping well. Let me just have a quick mic check. Yeah, I haven't got camera on, baby. Hey, Tasman, thanks for the follow, man. Appreciate it. Welcome to the stream, dude. Perfect. Perfect. Yeah. All right, let's jump in and mess around, shall we? And of course, my freaking Steam. Let's shut my Steam. Steam. Yeah, how's it going, Taz? Hope you're well, my friend. With the server, guys, we have gone from beta, like slowly, gradually moving into alpha. A lot of the stuff is now working. Tried to tie a lot of the stuff together. We have edited a few scripts, make things a little bit more realistic. Why is my Steam not loading? Very good. Hopped on the server a few days ago. That's good. Appreciate it, brother. Appreciate it. And we try and make it better and better. You know, that's our goal. We have got more scripts coming in. We are looking at one of Sire's horse breeding scripts. That's going to be pretty cool. We're also looking at some other housing type of scripts. Right now, obviously, we can purchase houses, can purchase land deeds, all that fun stuff. So the one that we have been looking at is just as good. So we are going to be pushing for that.
Down by the river, boots cut through the dawn. Lawmen ride the ridges.
Yeah, I code most of my scripts.
Press on. Farmers in the furrows, casting hopeful seeds.
And when we feel like, you know,
Fishermen on the shoreline, chasing what they need.
the script out there that does a better job than myself. You know what I mean? I'm just trying to do what I can. Try and make the server as good as I can. And then we end up getting the better script later. You know what I mean? Like, some of these coders that are out there are just absolutely insane. Like, the horse breeding script, for instance, that will, for me to get to that standard, what they've been doing, like, they've genuinely had a full, you know, team when it's literally just me doing them. You know what I mean? So when it comes to the absolutely massive trips,
Howdy there, partner. Welcome to
then yeah,
ProjectLS.
we end up purchasing some huge trips. You see, I've got a, I've got a little guy. Pretty cool, pretty funny. In fact, I am going to turn him up to normal size. No, there he is. All right. Alright, so if anybody is looking at the gang side of stuff, obviously this is the gang stuff. This is all your... Well, Christian's been busy. So you get your own stash with each gang. Create gang wars and stuff. Contracts, they're coming soon. You get to build some of them. Territory. Right now, the Steve's Landing's one of them. And you got a bunch of others. That's the gang side of stuff. Also got this too. Pretty cool. Take a minute to load. That's to load the song.
Down by the river, boots cut through the dawn. Lawmen ride the ridges, outlaws press on. Farmers in the furrows, casting hopeful seed. Fishermen on the shoreline, chasing what they need. Dust on the fence line, dreams in...
Messed up. Dang it. I did some mining when it was in. Do you plan on adding visual notes for it? I think I have changed up mining since you came in. Let me... We'll show you some stuff. So obviously, as you know, this stream is pretty much just basically showing off the server, if you like. Gonna make our way over there. Alright, so as you can see, mine is closed off. Reason for this Why can't I hear in games? That was me. It's where you're going to need a team of people to get inside, you know. I need to lock that as well, so it literally locks you in place. Naturally, you have like we're kind of making it look like that the mine has collapsed. You know, all the bricks are falling in. You got to mine your way in. I was thinking of adding like some type of reward on the inside, but the only thing with that right now is there's multiple ways into this mine without mining. So I don't want to be adding a reward when other people can just find the other ways and, you know, exploit it that way. Does that make sense? I'll see if you do get the equipment, the furnaces that we have. Yeah, the top's open. I think there's another 3 ways in. Smelt gold, smelt silver. Need 5 ores. Need gold ores. I have added platinum. I just haven't restarted the script yet, but that'll take effect. But that's the furnace is pretty cool. The mini game's pretty cool. If you mess up on the mini game, then the furnace does explode. So it's crucial that you pay attention to what you're doing with the furnace. I also can't wait for a player to come in and start owning this train script. I think we have the companies. We do have a player-owned train company, which is around here. See, nobody's there yet, but you get multiple trains. You got a route for each way, you know, so you can go straight down into Saint Denis, or you can go the other way, 2 different tracks. We have a warning system in with it as well, so up to if there's 2 trains on the track, then you will get notified that there is an oncoming train, etc, etc. So gold panning, I don't know if you tried the gold panning. Gold panning was pretty cool. You don't need to use the gold pan, you just aim down at the water. So bear with me 1 second. Oh. Alright. Okay, so was I getting shot at? Yeah. Or is that a snake? I think I hear a snake. Yeah, we're not gonna let that affect us. Anyway, yeah, you inspect the riverbed. You get a chance of getting some better items. It's always crucial that you do that first. However, if you do it that way, then the mini game does get a little harder. Now, right now, our pan for gold. As you can see, I'm just using numbers. But if we go somewhere a little bit different, hopefully there's something here. Yeah, as you can see, Grey Eagle discovered a rich gold deposit. So what would happen now? When I pan for gold, it's going to be an even harder mini game. So as you can see, we got numbers, and then we got letters. So you got numbers and letters. You get more XP, you get bigger rewards. Not only that, you can view your stats, how much XP you've got, next level, how many pans, how many buttons you need, that's the numbers and letters, etc. Now, I can buy this XP. As you can see, I've got 860. If I buy it, it's the 996. It's set back to 0. Or you can literally just pick yourself up on the leaderboard, the top 5. How many gold pans you've done, how much XP you've got, etc, etc. And it all links up to how many gold pans that you've done. It doesn't link up to your XP, it's literally how many times that you've done it. Which I thought, again, is pretty cool. I like it because you can sell your XP. You know, it's a quick money earner. Butcher shops, etc. That's not a butcher, is it? Where's the butcher here? Oh, the butcher was here.
Hey, partner.
Wagon. Also, right now, stables only have horses. They don't have wagons. The reason for this is because we've set it up so people can literally build their own wagons based off the items they can find around the county. You know, so you need like wagon wheel, wood, all that fun stuff, you know, so all the items pretty much need something. Got searchable crates, you can literally search everything.
Howdy.
The fishing. Yeah, the fishing is in black water right now. Let me head down to the fishing. Show you guys the fishing. And the fishing is all on a XP base. Okay, so this is the fishing. And in here, got groups so you can fish with your friends and set up tournament modes like this. Fish guide. This tells you prices, the XPs, stuff like that. And every fish that is available. It gives you basically everything you need to know in here. The fishing bag is empty. Obviously, I haven't purchased my equipment or anything yet. The river rod, naturally, is level 2. So it all works in levels. Right now, I'd be on the basic rod. So I'm going to buy the rod. I'm going to buy the bait for the... Get 20 of them. Now, if I go to the fishing bag, as you can see, it's in my fishing bag. It's genuinely not in my pocket. The fishing bag's in my pocket, but the other equipment is not in my pocket. So it's like a space saver. So I can now use my fishing bag, and I can take out all of my bait and take out my fishing rod. And as you can see, my bait's here. Fishing rod is here. You can fish anywhere where there's water. You just use your bait. And you can wait for a bite. And the chances are you're not going to get one, because the reason for that is you can't see any splashing around. You know, that's your best chance of catching. If you're seeing splashing around like the fish on top, etc., then you're in for a good chance of catching. If you don't see any fish in the area, then it's very slim that you're going to catch something. You know, you need to see those bubbles. You need to, just like that. He's going to go under the pier. Probably that little thing is going to snap me up. No? Okay. The small rock bass. Now you get the option. You can either keep the fish, sell it, or you can release it for extra XP. So I'm going to keep it. And as you can see, here, there's my fish. Now what you can do, you can go back in your fishing bag. And now your fish is here. So you can store that. That will come out of your inventory. That will free up that space. You can then go and sell that fish later on. Now, with the fishing, obviously, when you're on the basic, naturally you're going to catch the smaller fish. And the more you level up, the bigger the fish that you start catching. Now, when you get to level 4, you start fishing in the swamp. If you start catching a fish, then chances are that an alligator could jump on. You know, try and take your fish, but take your bait and take the line at the same time. You end up fighting the alligator or a snake. Either one. So all I can say is level 4 fishing in the swamps is intense, very intense. The alligators, they thrack, you know, they try and run. One of those. It's pretty intense. It is pretty intense. When we first implemented it, it took me like 10 minutes just to get an alligator, you know, just to make it tired, essentially. So I thought that was pretty cool. Forget that guy there. That's still being set up. What else do we have? Obviously the weather system. We have a whole UI for our weather. Again, you can set up thunderstorms, all that fun stuff. Permanent snow. As you can see, when it comes to the winter time, we can add snow to the maps. Time, wind direction. Wind is absolutely intense, you know, it like with the wind and trees to start bending over. It's quite something. That's no. Mailing system. We have implemented a mailing system. So you'd open post box, register your address, collect mail, etc., etc. That's all fun. Where with that you can send items, you can send money. I'll show you what it looks like. You get a bird come in, they'll drop a letter on the floor. You read the letter. You know, so when other people send you that bird flies in, etc., etc. So you don't have to keep going back to the email or the post box, should we say. City Hall. We have got a whole tax system implemented. All the businesses recorded, housing is recorded. I think, at least I think I set that up here. Didn't. No, I have got it though. Now in here, obviously with the City Hall, the mayor and all that fun stuff, we'll get access to literally everything, as you can see here, legal record. You know, so they can see when people have been arrested, got applications for mining permits and weapon permit. They can put in evidence and stuff. Again, all the citizens, all the businesses available. Literally, as you can see, we have 75 businesses actually available in the town. You know, so anybody can do anything at this point. Farms again. Housing. Taxes. Tells you what people owe. What's been paid, what hasn't been paid. Licenses, firearm license, business licenses. Treasury. Now all of factors would come into the treasury. We do have an active tax collector. So this guy will do his rounds. The towns, it tells you everything that's in each town. So Annenberg, there's 5 businesses, Armadillo there's 9, Blackwater there's 8. Public contracts, we haven't got any of them yet. yeah, economy snapshot. So when it comes to the mayor wanted to know what everybody owes, etc., he could just come in here, and as you can see, there's 1,067 that's unpaid in tax. So therefore, they would then go and figure out what that is. 175,000 in population cap. It tells you absolutely everything that you need to know in here, which is pretty cool. At least I thought it was pretty cool. It gives that roleplay later on, you know, where people can actually vote on a new mayor. They can vote on a whole new system. You know, the new law in a specific town. They can do all that fun stuff. High air balloons is a thing. Yeah, no worries, Taz. Hope you have a good day, my man. Thanks for tuning in. Do appreciate it. And I appreciate the kind words also, brother. I think I moved it. Where did I move it to? Genuinely thought I moved it. Dee 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 dee. Mm-hmm.